Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Fed Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading, and today is October 16th, 2024, and today is Wednesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, Nvidia, after having all-time record highs, follows with a very steep sell-off. But first, looking at today's major economic events, so we have out of Great Britain, a core price index CPI number coming out. Now looking at the market, starting out with the Forex symbols, the major pairs just tapering slightly lower. And as we shift to the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ also retraced. Now looking at the commodities, gold rebounds. And when we shift over to the stocks, they're pretty much just tapering lower. Okay, not a big deal, but as we get closer to elections, it's going to be a big deal. And lastly, look at cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin pushing and breaks out from that resistance-ish area. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. Here we go. First with the Euro USD. Now it's a perfect chart. Why do I say that? We had a rally, we had a double top, and we had a correction. And we're right back to where we were. So it's like, there's this very funny saying that, the markets go up, the markets go down. And we don't really know why. Well, it doesn't really matter why. Looking at the chart, we made a double top. And we went from 111.94 down to 108.90-ish level. And we're just a little bit lower than that now. We're at 108.79-ish level. So just about another 10 pips. But it made a complete retracement. Now, altogether, it's about 2 weeks of trading that it's retraced over 200 pips, which is not bad, okay? But on a day-to-day basis, it's very hard to catch on to it as it's trading. So we are getting into what I call congestion area, where we may just bounce off of this area, especially as we're hitting that 200-day moving average, which is super important on a daily. Now looking at a weekly chart, just to get perspective here, we are hitting that 30-day moving average, which is super important as well. So keep that in mind. This may be an area where we bounce off of. Now I'm going to jump into commodities. Gold pushing back higher to 26.72 on its highs, all right? You could see that. And it may break out higher, may get that breakout move, okay, as it's consolidating above, this area. Now looking at crude oil and natural gas, really just tapering lower just a little bit, nothing really to write home about, okay, and natural gas just a little bit lower, a couple of cents. However, looking at the U.S. markets did a little bit of a sell-off after that push higher to all-time record highs, okay, both on the Dow and the NASDAQ sold off, okay. However, let's keep this in mind. It wasn't across the board, okay? It was mostly the stocks, the major pairs really, the major stocks did retrace, but what did retrace, which was really very noteworthy, is Nvidia. You just made new record highs and then you're selling off. So something's going on here, okay? Something, I don't know what is going on here, but I'm looking at the chart. So I want to keep an eye whether or not this selling was really true, and that consolidation of that selling is really going to show us through on the longer term. So this is something to keep in mind for today. Now looking at JP Morgan, also sold off, but it's still on its highs, okay? Didn't really, push it lower than that. And if we look at Meta, still consolidating on its upper highs, okay? And things haven't really changed. So I think everybody's anticipating this big elections in the States. We're only about 2.5 to 3 weeks away. So this is going to be a major, major issue because, all the candidates are very, very different. So this is something to look forward to as well. So this is Fed Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day.